Kinshasa versus Yaounde, which is better? Hello explorers, welcome to the channel and to another interesting comparison video. In this video we will be comparing two capital cities that aren't very advanced in technology, infrastructure or tourism, Yaounde in Cameroon and Kinshasa in the DRC. Yaounde is the capital of Cameroon and the second largest city in the country after the port city of Douala. It lies in the center region of the nation at an elevation of about 750 meters above sea level. Kinshasa, on the other hand, the capital and largest city of the DRC, is in the west of the country, along the south bank of the River Congo, directly opposite the city of Brazzaville, capital of the Republic of Congo. This is the only place in the world where two national capital cities are situated on opposite banks of the same river, within sight of each other. Kinshasa ties with Johannesburg for the status of the second largest city in sub-Saharan Africa, and the third in the whole continent after Lagos and Cairo. Together with Brazzaville, the combined conurbation of Kinshasa-Brazzaville has nearly 9 million inhabitants. Just like in our previous videos, this comparison will be based on geography, infrastructure, cost of living, tourism, and general outlook. Before we go any further on putting these two capital cities on the scale, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you get notified every time we drop a new video. Geography. Kinshasa is located 515 kilometers inland from the Atlantic Ocean, just south of the equator. The city is surrounded by intensely farmed savanna and gallery forest. Partly encircled by higher ground, the city is fairly level, with an altitude between 280 and 350 meters. Crops in the area include cassava, sugarcane, oil palms, plantains, corn, peanuts, and beans. The total land area of the city is 9,965 square kilometers, but much is sparsely populated, with the most heavily populated area covering 150 square kilometers. Located near the equator, the climate is quite consistent year-round, with the January temperature being a humid 21 degrees Celsius to 31 degrees Celsius, and July being 18 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius. With a total population of about 15 million as of 2021, it is the second most populous city in Africa. Once a site of fishing and trading villages situated along the Congo River, Kinshasa is now one of the world's fastest growing megacities. Yaounde, on the other hand, is a city of about 2 million inhabitants and a surface area of 180 kilometers square. Yaounde is the center of political power in the country. The city is in the center province and stretches along the small river Mfundi, which flows through the city from north to south. Located at about 750 meters above sea level, it is surrounded by hills, swamplands, and small streams. It is located on the homeland of the Yaounde and Eton peoples, though nowadays it's home to people from all over the country. Yaounde features a tropical climate with steady temperatures throughout the year, but mainly due to the altitude, temperatures are not quite as hot as you'd expect for a city located near the equator, with daytime temperatures usually staying below plus 30 degrees Celsius. This round will go to Kinshasa for several reasons, a few being it has a beautiful sea view, surrounding hills, and a lower population density than Yaounde, Cameroon. Infrastructure. The city center of Yaounde houses government offices, some hotels, and the central market. The Bastos district, with most homes owned by Cameroonians, is home to foreign embassies and the expatriate European, American, and other continental communities. The presidential palace and compound are found in the Etudi district. Yaounde Simalène International Airport is a major civilian hub, while nearby Yaounde Airport is used by the military. Train lines run west to the port city of Douala and north to Yaounde. Many bus companies operate from the city, particularly in the Nsam and Van districts. Frequent buses run on the road between Yaounde and Douala, which has witnessed, sadly, several fatal accidents. Travel time by road between Douala and Yaounde is approximately 3 hours. Traffic in the city can be heavy during weekdays, but it is very light during the weekends. Yaounde has made significant progress in infrastructure, especially road construction. Yaounde is the site of several universities: the University of Yaounde II on a campus outside of town, the Protestant University of Central Africa, and the Catholic University of Central Africa. Several of the nation's professional schools are also located in Yaounde, and the largest hospital is the Central Hospital of Yaounde. The national football team plays some of its home matches in the Amadou Ahidjo Stadium, which is the oldest football stadium in the country, built by the last president of Cameroon, Amadou Ahidjo. Yaounde is also the base of the National Institute of Youth and Sport. Well, enough of Yaounde. Let's look at infrastructure in Kinshasa. Kinshasa is a city of sharp contrast, with affluent residential and commercial areas. Kinshasa is home to the several higher-level education institutes, covering a wide range of specialties, from civil engineering to nursing and journalism. The city is also home to 3 large universities and art schools. There are 20 hospitals in Kinshasa, plus various medical centers and polyclinics. Sports, especially football and martial arts, are also popular in Kinshasa. The city is home to the country's national stadium, the Stade de Martyrs. Notable features of the city include Gekamin's commercial building, formerly Sozacom, Hotel Memlin skyscrapers, Lonatra, the impressive building of the Ministry of Transport, the Central Market, and the Limete Tower. The face of Kinshasa is changing as new buildings are being built on the Boulevard du 30 Juin, Crown Tower, and Congo Future Tower. The city's infrastructure, from running water and electricity, is generally in bad shape. The electrical network is in disrepair to the extent that prolonged and periodic blackouts are normal, and exposed lines sometimes electrify poles offering water. The city province has 5,000 kilometers of roadways, 10% of which are paved. The Boulevard du 30 Juin links the main areas of the central district of the city. Other roads also converge on Gombe. The east-west road network linking the more distant neighborhoods is weak, and thus transit through much of the city is difficult. The quality of roads have improved somewhat, developed in part with loans from China since 2000. Kinshasa also has public bus created in 2003. Several companies operate registered taxis and taxi buses, identifiable by their yellow color. The city has 2 airports. The Njili Airport is the main airport, with connections to other African countries, as well as to Istanbul, Brussels, Paris, and some other destinations, and the Ndolo Airport, located close to the city center. Concluding on infrastructure, it is quite obvious that Kinshasa is much bigger than Yaounde, and obviously has more infrastructure, although most of them are not within standards or competing with those of much advanced cities. When it comes to road network, Yaounde has made quite a good impression, even though some areas are still struggling. And with that said, this round will be uneven for both cities. Cost of living. The average cost of living in Yaounde is $845, which is in the top 36% of the least expensive cities in the world, ranked 5,911th out of 9,294 in the global list, and first out of 10 in Cameroon. The median after-tax salary is $358, which is enough to cover living expenses for 0.4 months. ranked 8,620th in the list of best places to live in the world, and second best city to live in Cameroon. Meanwhile, the average cost of living in Kinshasa is $829, which is also in the top 36% of the least expensive cities in the world, ranked 5,952nd out of 9,294 in the global list, and first out of 25 in the DRC. The median after-tax salary is $560, which is enough to cover living expenses for 0.7 months, ranked 8,517th in the list of best places to live in the world, and first best city to live in the DR Congo. From the cost of living analysis, Kinshasa is less expensive than Yaounde, so therefore can accommodate people of different standards and wages. And this means this round goes to Kinshasa. Tourism. Honestly, the city center of Cameroon isn't big on tourism, but it has some few amazing museums that might catch your sight, including the Cameroon Art Museum, located in the former Benedictine monastery, the Cameroon National Museum, located in the former Presidential Palace, the Blackitude Museum, and the Afemi Museum. To say the least, Kinshasa, on the other hand, isn't big in tourism either. Notable features of the city include the Sosacom building and Hotel Membling skyscrapers, the Central Market, the Kinshasa Museum, and the Kinshasa Fine Arts Academy. The Boulevard de Trente-Ronling's main areas of the city. Kinshasa is home to the country's national stadium as well, the Stade de Martyrs. Concluding on tourism isn't quite easy, as both cities are still lagging behind in this particular field. But it seems Yaounde has slightly more to offer tourists than Kinshasa when it comes to museums. So definitely this round goes to Yaounde with a very slim chance. Now, zooming out on both cities, it will be seen Kinshasa is better planned and more catching to the eyes, giving the city a point in general outlook and beauty. Unfortunately, Yaounde, the capital city of Cameroon, doesn't have a single skyscraper or any sophisticated architectural structure. Cameroon will obviously need to step its game up. But everything being equal, this capital city sure put up a good fight. In conclusion, it is safe to say Kinshasa has more scores than Yaounde, so with no bias, this comparison goes to Kinshasa. There you have it, explorers, our comparison on Yaounde and Kinshasa. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment. Let's know what you think. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share with a friend.